Hey everybody, James here. I'm going to give a couple of quick shout outs before I get into explaining this little 5-gallon nano. I've got 2 subscribers, one named Spider Tetra 0987612, which I'm doing this video for, and then I've got Calzone 850. Thank you both for subscribing to my channel. I subbed you both back, doing you the favor as well. I appreciate it very much. Alright, first thing, is there life in my aquarium? Well, let's take a quick peek and see what we've got going on in there. Oh, I had a copepod over there a minute ago. Anyways, we got one right here. I don't know if I can zoom in on him or not. Let's see what I can get for you guys. I can't wait to get my new camera that's coming in. It's gonna definitely be awesome. See right there, that striped, that's a copepod, and he's right there next to that piece of food, that pellet. Yeah, it's tough to get it zoomed in on this light, but there's another one right there. See him moving around? He just went under that rock. Alright, so now he decided to get back up and move. There he goes. He's rustling the piece. That's a 1mm pellet, by the way. I had these guys all in here fighting earlier. Like 5 of them jumped on one pellet. It was funny. But anyways, all right. First thing, Spider, you need live sand. I know that you bought some sand. I really don't know what kind of sand it is, but I'm hoping that it's a form of Argonite or something like that. Argonite is really good sand. It's got all the trace elements and whatnot in it: strontium, magnesium, calcium, and what have you. It comes in different colors as far as the Carib Sea Argonites. The 2 that I've used so far is the Sea Flora Special, it's called, and the Pink Fiji, thanks to my buddy John. But yeah, you want a good live sand. The reason being is this stuff takes care of the tank for you. It actually helps filter the tank, alright, for one. And some people like a not so thick sand bed, some people like a thick sand bed. This one, I was just screwing around. I wasn't really planning on doing anything with this tank. It's about 2 inches thick, which is pretty thick for a 5-gallon tank. Alright, next thing is you want live rock. If you can get it. I don't, like your question was, will it work without live rock? It might. It might not. I really can't tell you. I've never tried it. So this is what live rock looks like. You were asking, is it porous, whatnot? Alright, well, the critters that I showed you, that's what makes these things live rock. Copepods, anthropods, arthropods, whatever you call them, guys. Live rock is very porous. This happens to be a Fiji rock, which means that it comes from the Fiji area of Japan, out of the Pacific Ocean. You can see that it's got tiny holes everywhere and big holes. This is where all the microorganisms and whatnot live, including some of your fish and whatnot too, depending on how big your tank actually is. But you want a quality live rock. Some people go with dried rock. I happen to go with cured rock. I didn't want to have to sit there and wait for curing and all that kind of stuff, and plus it was quality rock in the first place. So that's why I got it. It was expensive. It was $7 a pound for this stuff. This little tank happens to have about 6 to 7 pounds of live rock in it, which is more than enough for a 5-gallon. I do have an HOB filter, but like I said, I've got live rock in here too, so that's a big difference. And of course you got your heater. Alright, I'm going to move over to the salt real quick and show you what type of salt I use. The type of salt I use is Instant Ocean. I buy it in the big bulks like this only because it lasts me a long time, especially through the winter time. This has all your trace elements, major, minor, any kind of trace element that you would want for a reef aquarium. They sell the sea salt mix like this, as well as reef crystals. Red Sea is another company that does it, so it's just a preference of what salt you want to use. You need a hydrometer or a refractometer. This is a hydrometer by Instant Ocean, and you want your measurements to go from this 1.022 up to 1.025. So from that range to that range. I wouldn't go down into this 121 like they're showing in this red. They say you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. This is actually ocean water, is the 2.6, but most aquariums really can't sustain that. But you need a hydrometer that measures the salt content. I'll be right back. Next, you want to go get yourself a saltwater test kit. This happens to be the API Saltwater Master Test Kit. It's got all your tests for high range pH, ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. Alright. And what you're looking for in this is you want like an 8.2. I go with 8.2 to an 8.4 range. As far as my pH, you want to shoot for 0 ammonia, 0 nitrite, and 0 nitrate to 5.0 nitrate at the max. I've gotten mine down before to like a 2.0. My tank crashed on me, so I had to restart everything, so it's not at that at the moment. But get a master test kit, save yourself some time and headaches as far as that goes. Next thing, you want to feed your tank good, depending on what you're going to get. I use an omega-1 freeze-dried krill, clownfish, shrimp, chromies, they all love it. Even my Royal Grama. Instant Ocean marine chips, it's seaweed and a bunch of other little goodies. Fish love it. Alright, the shrimp and everybody. I also use the Spectrum Foods from New Life. This happens to be a 1mm pellet. That's what the little copepod was wrestling with. Do not use tap water. That's like the cardinal sin of salt water. Either buy yourself RODI water, or if you've got an RODI set up already, use RODI water. Anything else is just going to cause you major headaches. It's not just about dechlorination, you're talking about major algae blooms and what have you. RODI water zeroes out the water completely so that there's no contaminants whatsoever in this water. It's far superior to like bottled water. Bottled water still has a lot of trace elements that you don't want in salt water, so don't use that. Go to your local fish store, buy RODI water from them. If you can't make it yourself, or if you've got a friend, get it from them. Do not use tap water. Trust me, it's going to make your life a living nightmare. As getting your coralline algae up, I use Purple Up. Some people don't like it. I like it. I think it's awesome. It works really well for growing your coralline algae, and it does have some good benefits to it because it's ionic calcium and it's a 10 micron argonite. Alright, so it adds all this stuff back, delivering calcium, strontium, magnesium, and carbonate right where it's needed according to this. Alright, and I like it. It does really well. I mean, it does what it says. Alright, put that, hold on. Anyways, only use that Purple Up if you're planning on doing live rock. Otherwise, I don't really see any benefit of putting purple up inside with just live sand. Alright, but like I said, I don't know if live sand's gonna work out that great or not. I don't know. I mean, the only thing you could do is read up on it, try it, and see if it's actually gonna work. HOB filter might do it. I've got an Aqua Clear 20 on here, but like I said, I mean, it has good water flow. Don't get me wrong, the water flow is great in here, but I've also got the live rock, so I don't know. It's a tough call. And chances of keeping copepods and whatnot in here without live rock for them to hide in, I don't know how well that's going to work out for you. But that's what I've got, man. Hope it had helped out. Good luck, and keep me updated. Thanks, guys, for watching. Bye-bye.